everybody. Happy Thursday. Welcome to the Daily Dose of Success God's Way. This is Erin Harrigan, your Hustle with Heart and Health coach, helping everyone attain results for total health with Arbonne and helping entrepreneurs align results to God's truth. So I know I'm coming on a little bit late this morning. One of the great things about being an entrepreneur is we get to design our day. Now, let me be clear, that doesn't mean we don't work, because we do. It just looks a little different than if we had to report to an office and sit in an office or a cubicle and report to somebody else. So I had the opportunity this week to help my sister get my nephew to his day camp. And that means that my mornings have looked a little different, but I have that opportunity. So I'm coming to you today with something the Holy Spirit revealed to me as I was talking with my friend Sarah. Shout out Sarah Nitro. And it is as a result of a conversation I was having with a mentor of mine earlier this week. So as a recovering driver and striver, as a type A for God, is the way I like to look at it now, in learning to hustle with heart, one of the things that continues to be a stronghold for me is the idea of the proof of excellence. So the proof that I'm doing a good job, and the proof that I'm working with excellence, and the proof that I'm honoring him. And here's what occurred to me this morning, is that excellence doesn't need proof. It doesn't. We are called in the Bible, I'm going to give you some verses in the Old and New Testament, to work with excellence, to do what we're doing for the glory of God, and to do it wholeheartedly, because excellence does honor God. But in our world, we want to define excellence to prove that we've been excellent with a promotion, a title, a pay raise, a plaque on the wall, a trophy, when God's call for us to be excellent is to be excellent in doing what he's called us to do, to love him and love his people, and in loving his people, to serve the world. We don't need proof. But what I've found is that I personally have equated, well, if I'm working with excellence, that means it leads to X. It leads to this title. It leads to this situation. It leads to me being on this stage. And that's proof that I've been excellent, as if every step up to that point that didn't result in those things means that I wasn't excellent. And here's the thing, guys. God made us. We are fearfully and wonderfully made. Therefore, we are already excellent, but it is our life's work to continue to pursue excellence in all we do. So I want to give you a few verses from the Bible. So in Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 10, it says, "Whatever your hand finds to do, do it with your might. For there is no work or device or knowledge or wisdom in the grave where you are going." And Dr. Charles Stanley says, God urges us to work at whatever he gives us to do with all our hearts. Enthusiasm for him should translate to enthusiasm for life. The next place that I want to take you is 1 Corinthians, 1 Corinthians 10:31, which says, "Therefore, whatever you eat or drink, whatever you do, do all to the glory of God." And this is what Charles Stanley says. There could hardly be a better standard of behavior than this. Before you commit to any action, ask yourself, can I do this to the glory of God? Would this action represent him in a manner worthy of his name? And then the last place that I'm going to take you, and there's so many verses around this, but the last place that I am going to take you is in Philippians. Hold on, I'm just looking for the verse because I looked this up online. What does the Bible say about excellence? And these were some of the verses that it gave me. First Philippians 9 and 10. "And this I pray, that your love may abound," that is, excel, "still more and more in real knowledge and all discernment, so that you may approve the things that are excellent, in order to be sincere and blameless until the day of Christ." And what Dr. Charles Stanley says is that in what we do, as God is sanctifying us and transforming us into his image, he trains us to make the right choices choices that are excellent. So we not only refrain from the behaviors that harm our relationships with the Lord, but we live in a manner that brings him great glory. Guess what? None of that says, so the proof of you being excellent means you get a promotion. The proof of you being excellent means you get a pay raise. The proof of you being excellent means you get to live in this house or drive that car or be in this place. None of that has to do with excellence. And I'm sharing this with you passionately this morning because when I had this breakthrough on my Vox message with my friend Sarah, I was like, oh, the Holy Spirit just dropped that in me. And that's what I've been struggling with, you guys. I've been struggling with this idea that excellent, for me to be excellent, I have to prove that through an outward symbol. No. I just have to work for the Lord. And as God-centered entrepreneurs, that's what he calls us to do, to build businesses that honor him and serve his people. There's no definition around what that looks like from the standpoint of a particular job or a particular level or whatever. Excellence honors God. So if you have not reached a certain level that you've had on your dream board or you've set as your goal and you're thinking, like, then that proves that I'm not doing excellent work. Wrong. Do you have a peace and a joy in serving others? Does it feel good when you're serving someone that you're able to show Christ's love in the midst of that? You guys, remember what I said yesterday. This business is a vehicle. It is a tool that God can use in different areas of our life. I want to leave you with one more thing. I was talking with actually a family member. I won't tag her here, but I was talking with a family member. She has a business. And she said, her heart is changing for her business, and she's praying that God will reveal to her, what does he want her to do with the business? Does he want her to stay in the business, etc.? Because as we know, there are seasons for everything. And what she said is, what I know is that this business has a distinct purpose in my life. Because of this business, I've done this, which is I've became healthier, which taught my family to be healthier, which helped me in beating a disease that I had, which led me to meet these people, which led me to meet this person who led me to her church. And guess what? Just a few weeks ago, this person I'm speaking of and her daughter were baptized. You guys, if that is not purpose in her having this business, like, look what it led to. And even if today God said to her, done, walk away, that does not mean she failed. That means that she worked with excellence in the tools that God gave her, and look what it resulted in her life. I mean, right? So excellence does not require proof. So you guys, get down below. Let me know how this resonates with you. Is this speaking to you today? I know it was speaking to me. That's why I had to share it. Get on over to Success God's Way. Let us know if we can pray for you over this. And then, as always, if I can support you in your healthy living walk so that you can be more impactful by taking care of the temple God has given you, I'd love to talk to you about Arbonne 30. If I can help you in pursuing Success God's Way, I'd love to be your Hustle with Heart coach. But let's connect. Thanks for tuning in every single day. Thanks for letting me just share all of this and, share his word, because his message is my beacon, and that's what I'm here to do. I hope you guys have a fantastic Thursday. See ya.